Okay, so I'd really like to talk today on The Light Australia. The Light Australia is a free newspaper. It's free to read and it's free for you to share. It's a people-funded newspaper. It's put together by volunteers, and people donate money towards the building of this paper and the printing of the paper. So it's been available. We're up to the 23rd edition. They've had over 3 million copies of these papers printed since the inception of this Light, The Light. It's a newspaper in Australia. It's in Europe, UK as well, but this is the Australian one, the Australian version. It's mostly volunteers that do all the hard work. The printing, all of it is done with volunteer help because people want to get these messages out to us, out to ordinary Australians, so they really know what is going on in Australia and in the rest of the world. It's really a very informative newspaper. Now, Worldwide Rally for Freedom Mackay, one of our lovely ladies, Lisa, has done a lot of work, a lot of groundwork in this region to deliver these papers, The Light, to the whole region, so that you can go and grab one from your corner store or a local business or a workplace lunchroom. We carry them around with us, all of the members of our group, and hand them out to people when we acknowledge that they have questions. We have a chat to them, tell them what we're about, who we are, where to meet us, come and see us, come and join us, follow us on our social media pages. But it's so easy to pull one of these newspapers out from your handbag and give it to the people there and then. It's amazing the response we have when we've done this. You can actually, when you read the paper, you can actually join their mailing list and they'll send you it. Or you can go on their Facebook page, I think they're Facebook, Telegram and X, and you can download a copy as it comes. And you can go into their archives and pull up previous copies if you wish to. So it's a really amazing. Once you grab one and have a look at it and see what's in it, I'm sure most people will go do exactly that if they haven't already received those previous editions. So I just want to show you, it's not a very thick newspaper, as you can imagine, if it's all done voluntarily, but that's the newspaper, The Light Australia. It's printed in Western Australia, and the only cost to people, and we have a lovely person that donates the money for our newspapers to come over, and so that we can give them out to the region, to the people of the region for free. You can share them, and as I said, you can download them without having to worry about looking for one. So don't forget to follow that up, because just this edition, just to let you know a little bit about the Light newspaper, and if you want to understand what the Light stands for, you need to go to issue 20, and on pages 8 and 9, it details exactly what the people that are organising and printing and working to get this newspaper and all the information in it out to the Australian people. It tells you what they stand for, their beliefs, what they want to achieve, how they go about it. Very interesting read. So issue 20, pages 8 and 9, will give you that information. I'd be here for half an hour if I read it out to you. So have a look at it for yourself and you then go from there, because I'm sure you will go forward once you read what they're about. So issue 23, that's the latest issue for April 2026. It's available, and as I said, you can download it off Facebook. The front page, you can read about the quiet coup, how globalism succeeded where communism failed. And this is what we're being put through. The mass immigration, digital ID, cashless society, they're all part of a program to control us. And that if you don't see what's happening, or what's that they're trying to do, because we're trying our very best, all of the freedom groups, to bring this out into the public arena so people are aware what they're going to be in for. But this is a World Economic Forum globalist agenda, and it's happening. And talking about vaccinations, all vaccinations, you do your own research. Do your own research before you have that put into your body. Now, the COVID-19 vaccination, if you want to call it that, I call it the jab, the poisonous jab, killed people, and it's still killing people. When I turned my car off this morning to walk up here from the park, a fellow was on there saying, on our local radio station, saying, you know, condolences to all the people in our community that have been dying over the last couple of weeks. You know, it's so many people that he's actually grouping them all into one comment, not even naming them by name. That is so unbelievable, but it's true. It's true. People are dropping everywhere. And they can talk about the white elephant in the room all they like. Look into it and find out what has happened to your family and your friends when they've dropped dead suddenly. And do your research on all your vaccinations. Because people that have been vaccinated for this flu, which is being pushed so extremely by government and other areas, even Troy Cassar-Daley, the country music legend, he's pushing it, telling mob to go and get the flu injection and the COVID injection. No, don't go and do that just because a country music singer has told you. You go and research what's in it and you decide if you want all of that poisonous, toxic material put into your body. It's not hard. It's not hard. Research before you do anything. I'm not telling you not to have the vaccination. If you do your research and you think, oh, yep, that's for me, go and do it. Go and do it. But you're part of the depopulation exercise that the World Economic Forum has been very vocal about. They're not hiding it. Look it up. World Depopulation Program. It's been going for decades. It's not just a new thing from 2019 when the COVID-19 came up. It's not. Anyway, that's what one thing on the front page to talk about how they're controlling the people. Is there a climate crisis? Issue 23 will tell you on pages 8 and 9 what the actual science says about the climate crisis, redacting a lot of the information that's in the climate change policy. So, you know, these newspapers are full of information. If you don't have the time to go and dive into your own research, we've done it for you. They've done it for you at the Light, with the help of a lot of very important, creditable people, and their names are all in the articles for you to do the research on them as well. So, cashless society and equals total government control, and it does. We need to use cash everywhere. Don't use your cards. Don't put your cards on your mobile devices. You know, just go to the bank, get your money out and go and pay cash for everything, like we used to do. Nobody knows what you buy. That's why they want you to have the digital cash. That's why they want you to do it, so they know every single thing you spend your money on. Do they really have to know that? No. Not that we're doing anything wrong, but it's just part of this control they think they should have over everybody. So page 4 of issue 23, it's regional communities are ignored on renewable energy zones. So they're not listening to the people. They don't want these they don't want these turbines in their vicinity, in their communities, on their farms. They're they're having blockades at farm gates in Victoria. Everybody's pulling together and refusing to allow the companies, the government, to get into their lands to measure up where they're going to put these turbines. Well, good on you. All those people. Fight back Australia. Good on you. Our farmers are so important. They're going to get rid of our farmers. Where are you going to get your food from then? Unbeknownst to a lot of people, the food that comes to the supermarket shelves is actually grown by farmers. Just in case you weren't aware, because I know when I've asked young children at times over the years, where does milk come from? They say from the carton at the supermarket. My answer when I was their age used to be from the cow that the lady down the road milks every morning. How different is that? How different is that? I know I'm nearly 70, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So page 5 of the issue 23 of The Light is about the AstraZeneca and the ASIO bill, the new bill that the government passed through Parliament without debate at 2 o'clock in the morning, as they do for most of these pop bills. Bit of information on that page, page 5 about that. Now, so page 7, really interesting. Honestly, I'm only halfway through the paper. The legal setback for Australian E-Karen, that's the E-Commissioner. A legal victory for Celeste Baumgarten was a mother who spoke out about something they were having at a school with children. So she's a freedom of speech advocate and activist. She's taken to court by the E-Commissioner, and the court awarded her the case to this Celeste Baumgarten, all in this newspaper. Read about it. There's been previous articles about this lady as well, but once you get her name, you look her up and find out what she's done and what so many people with similar beliefs are doing. Page 13 is a global snapshot of the international news, and guess what? You're not going to believe it. You are not going to believe it, but The Light Music has a letters to the editor column. Remember those? A letter to the editor where you could vote, you could voice your opinion, or you could write your opinion down, okay? And everybody could read it, and then they could come back with whether they agreed with you or not, you know. No, we don't get that anymore, do we? Letters to the editor. So if you don't already read The Light Australia, you're missing out. You are missing out. 23 issues, over 3 million copies printed for 23 issues, and you can catch up on past issues, as I said. So make sure you do. Facebook, Telegram, Twitter or X, they're on those social media pages. We have them here. We just give you some advice. If you want to find out more, don't believe us. As we say, do not believe us. We've done our research, but you need to do yours, and then you can come and see us and say, thank you. Thank you for letting us know where we can find out this information, or at least putting us on the track to where we can find it out. So don't forget, The Light Newspaper Australia, The Light Australia. Read it and try not to weep. Thank you.